on deadlifts, a couple of weeks ago, I got 107 kgs, 107.5 kgs for 3 reps. So I haven't checked my 1 rep max, but I'm guessing it would be around, I could probably do 115 to 120 kgs on deadlifts.
Wow.
That's kind of where I am right now.
That's
I was thinking
like
it's a human
me and
being.
Aada. That's like
Both of us, like, at the same time. You guys can individually easily break me apart, so
they are really scary. Welcome everyone to this season 2 of Radio Turku. Today we have an episode about sport at an intense level. We have gym addicts with us today. Maybe we can do just a round with your names. So we have Prakhya, we have Aada and Jonna. So today we are lucky because we have 2 natives with us who will be able to give you the Finnish point of view. It's not so often that we have Finnish speakers. They were really brave to join today. It was hard to convince them, but they finally accepted. So I'm really happy to have you. And we will start with just a small circle when each of you is going to present themselves a bit better. So also my name is Noemi, I forgot. And maybe Jonna, you can start by telling us who you are and what sport do you do?
Okay, so I'm the native one. My name is Jonna and I do hokutoryu and Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Okay, can you tell us a bit more about your sport career? Since when? What kind of competitions are you doing?
Okay, hokutoryu. I started like when I was 9, so 12 years. Yeah. Okay. And Brazilian jiu-jitsu when 2 years later, so 10 years. Okay. Yeah. And hokutoryu I have black belt and Brazilian jiu-jitsu purple belt. Yeah.
Recently, congratulations.
Thank you.
I will be careful around you.
yeah.
That's really nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Aada?
Same sports that Jonna has, and I have practiced Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as long as Jonna. We started as
together,
as soon as it was possible our gym to have kids classes.
Yeah.
We started like almost by accident because someone just told me if you want to train more, go there, and we like okay, we go.
Already gym addicts.
Yeah. But yeah, hokutoryu I started when I was 10, so I have practiced it also 10 years. It's a bit longer than Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I have a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and brown belt in hokutoryu.
Okay. Yeah, they got the purple belt at the same time.
Yeah.
Congrats. In my case, I do only Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and when I watch them training hokotoryu, they are really often doing like punches, almost like boxing. So
Yeah, it's like it's a combination from different martial arts.
Yeah.
It's like it has taken parts from like everywhere and combined them to one. It's a Finnish style.
Okay. Yeah, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the moment it's quite popular because it's used a lot in the sport MMA, so mixed martial art, and usually people do some boxing courses and at the same time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because once you are on the floor you need some techniques to defend yourself, and you can win an MMA fight by just holding one foot basically. This is the part that I love, that you can make someone lose by just holding a hand and doing this. They beat me up all the time with this horrible technique. I hate it, but just this is enough to make someone abandon a fight. I love jiu-jitsu because it's a sport where especially as a girl before I was doing boxing and I was super scared of breaking my nose or this kind of stuff, and martial arts you can abandon at any moment. So if you feel like, okay, my knee is twisted in a weird position, maybe I should stop, I feel way safer in this sport.
Yeah, both of our sports are like you can tap anytime and match is over. You lost, but you can make sure that you are safe always.
Yeah.
In hokutoryu, so when we compete, there isn't any hits on your head, so it's okay.
Only
Kick
kicks.
also, but
Yeah, when I was younger and I wanted to compete, I need my parents' permission to enter, and I was like, yeah, you cannot hit on the head. And then they find out in the competition that you can kick on the head. And I was like, oopsie, not telling everything, but most of it. And same happened with Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I said, no, it's no kicking and hitting. It's like only like soft techniques. And then someone strangled me, and I lost my consciousness. And they were like,
okay.
my mother is like, you didn't tell that.
Okay, still a bit scary for mothers.
Your mother doesn't like it.
no,
But
my
in your-
mother looks always this
no.
much.
They don't watch it. Only afterward they know that we are safe, then they can watch from the video. Oh,
Yeah.
that happened.
Okay. But in your case, Prakhya, this is a safer sport. At least I think. Let's see, because I've heard that a lot of people start in the gym and then they get a bit too enthusiastic and push too much and damage your muscles. So can you tell us a bit about your practice?
Okay, so my name is Prakhya, and currently I'm practicing powerlifting as a sport. I haven't competed in it, but I would like to in the future. And I think my personal fitness journey started as from marathon running. So I was a marathon runner for about 4 years, I think. And then I transitioned into, I got into the gym and I started lifting and then never looked back. So that's kind of how it went for me. So I think, like what you were saying, that people can damage themselves or get hurt pretty easily. Yeah, you can, but I think if you do it the right way and you have like the right guidance for it and you use the right form, then it's kind of manageable. So I think like with any sport, you kind of start a little slow and you make sure that you're doing it the right way, and then you're good to go.
Okay. I have a few more questions about so from at the moment, are you an international student?
Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing my master's in biomedical imaging.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And from what I understood, you lived in different countries. Can you tell us a bit more?
My home country is India, and I have lived there and I've studied there until I moved here. So,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so I was there, and I think you probably said that because I travel.
Yeah. In my head, you were living it because you have someone who lives in Germany.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have my boyfriend that lives in Germany, so I keep traveling back and forth whenever I can. So yes.
And the marathon, were you doing them in India?
Yeah, I was doing them in India. So I started marathon running when I was. God, I don't remember how old I was. But about 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Just approximately around 10 years ago. And then I practiced that for some time, and I participated in as many marathons as I could. And then, so I think I have, from a medal standpoint, I have only medals from there, from long distance running. And then I got into the gym. So that's kind of how it went for me.
Yeah, running in general is my nightmare sport. I'm super bad. So can you tell us what's the secret to be a good runner?
Oh dear, I wouldn't know that. I don't think I was that good anyway. So I basically did a lot of endurance training because I wanted to, I was aiming for distance, not for sprints. So I think the longest I've run is 25 kilometers, which was like a trail run. So that was as far as I got, and then I switched over to lifting. But I think from a training standpoint, I used to do a lot of resistance training, and I did a lot of endurance training to kind of balance that and be able to go like long distancing without dying.
Okay.
What do you think when you run? Because I get bored when
exactly.
How do you manage to run?
I used
so
to like
fast.
just put on music and just
Okay,
get
just
lost in it.
relax.
Yeah, just relax and just
Because
start.
our sport is so intense that you cannot think
yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you try to go running, I
Yeah.
was always like, I get bored. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like having to run longer distances, you'd need, if you have company, then that's great. So
You need a good playlist. So.
yeah, you need a good playlist.
Or maybe we have to run together.
Or that. Yeah.
Okay. I had a first question now that we introduced a bit. So you have more sport than planned, so it's good. We will have also questions about this. And in general, how does sport make you feel? I asked you to prepare 3 adjectives, and maybe so Prakhya, you can tell us. And I thought about powerlifting, but then maybe you can
I think
also
it's
tell
like-
about running.
Yeah, I think now my mindset has shifted more towards powerlifting. So I've been doing that since an year and a half now. Before that, I was into bodybuilding, but then proper powerlifting, I've been doing it for about a year and a half to 2 years now. So 3 adjectives, I would say, like 3 words to describe how I feel in sports would be discipline. I think it keeps me, I think it's something that adds a lot of structure to my life, because then I know what I need to do in order to get where I want to get. So that kind of gives some sort of clarity. And the next word I would say is that it's very grounding. So it's, at least powerlifting to me is something that's very humbling, or just being in the gym is very humbling. Like, you think, it just, I don't know if I'm putting this the right way, but it's just something that kind of brings you back down to earth. So that would be the second one. And the third one would be that it makes me feel strong.
Okay.
So
You find your limits, but at the same time your strength. In a way. Okay.
So it's like you, at least for me, it's like I want to push and I want to get better. I think that's where the growth comes from. So constantly pushing myself outside my comfort zone, because I would be very happy in my comfort zone, but then that's not where you want to be. You want to keep pushing forward, and strength is something that comes along with it. So that's something that makes me very happy.
Can you tell us a bit about your objectives in powerlifting? So I'm really bad at the gym, so in my head it's just you take the bar and you push it up. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
So in powerlifting, you basically have 3 main movements that you focus on in terms of strength. And there are obviously other accessory movements that you do in order to help you get better and stronger at these 3 lifts. And those 3 lifts are squats, bench, and deadlifts. So in squats, obviously you have the bar over your back and you do a squat. In bench, it's chest. So it's...
Bench is when you're lying down.
And you press. So
Good that we have the video.
that's mainly for like the chest and the upper body. So that's your bench press. And then the third one is the deadlift, which you have the bar on the floor and then you pick it up. So that's there's no putting that comes in Olympic lifting.
Okay.
So Olympic weightlifting, you have more of like the snatches and all of those. So in that, you lift the bar, you put it on your shoulders, and then you lift them up and stuff like that.
Okay, so powerlifting is these 3 categories specific. Okay, I thought it was only one of them.
No, in powerlifting, you have squats, bench, and deadlifts. So in short, it's usually referred to as SPD. That's kind of how it is,
Okay, the slang of the gym rats. Okay, and can you tell us about your own performance? Like, did you have when you started and when you, at the moment, like, how did it evolve in time?
So I've been lifting for quite some time, but like every beginner, I wasn't doing it the right way. It took me some time to like kind of get the form right, to make sure that I was doing it injury-free and in a safe manner. So I think right now, as I haven't tested my totals at the moment, like in terms of numbers, but I think like my squats, the last one, it has come from, I think I was able to do around 40 kgs pretty easily. Now it's come to about 80, and I can probably push to 85 or 90 kgs on squats.
So you doubled.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But over a period of time though. So.
Yeah, but still it's crazy.
Yeah. And then on bench, my bench is the weakest. Oh, I hate talking about it. It's like one of the depressing lifts for me. We all have that one thing that just makes you sad.
Yeah, we have.
I feel like bench press is that for me. So on bench press, I'm around 40 right now. That's not the best.
I don't even manage to push the bar without anything. So I think it's...
And on deadlifts, a couple of weeks ago, I got 107 kgs, 107.5 kgs for 3 reps. So I haven't checked my 1 rep max, but I'm guessing it would be around, I could probably do 115 to 120 kgs on deadlifts.
Wow.
That's kind of where I am right now.
I was thinking like it's a
me
human
and Aada.
That's like
at the same time.
You guys can individually easily break me apart. So
they are really scary. Yeah,
I can imagine.
You're very scared.
Yeah. Okay, but then we need your own adjectives. Maybe Aada, you can start.
I think almost the same adjectives are also possible to me, because when you told us, I was like, yeah, that might be it feels like so much about me also.
Oh.
But I chose to a little bit different. I chose confident because it makes me feel like I can do it. And the second one is happy because I like it and it make when I study and I'm also like I don't want to do this and it can just go to practice and I was like this is something I like to do. This is what make me happy. And third one I couldn't decide is tired or energetic. Because sometimes after training I'm so tired and I can do nothing like yesterday. But sometimes after training I'm like I know I can do everything and I have so much energy and everything. I don't know which one is the third one because it depends on the day so much.
Yeah, but I agree with you because, for instance, we have a training on Saturday and it's really my favorite training of the week because every time it's like at 12 and when I go out I'm like, my weekend is already perfect. Like, even if I did bad, I feel like, oh, it's fine. And I go home, I eat and then...
After Saturday training, I was always like, I can do everything now and I clean and I do some schoolwork and everything. But some days I'm just going to sleep and it depends on the day so much.
Yeah, true. And in your case, Jonna, how does sport make you feel?
I think Aada stole my one word. Yes, but first one is powerful because every time I do it, I feel powerful. It depends the day, yeah. When I have bad mood and I go to Kamppailuareena, I'm okay, I'm going to train, and then my angry, I punch everything or just do Brazilian jiu-jitsu and wrestling and everything, and then I'm happy, or I am the dumbest person in the world. Yeah, so they are my two other, happy and dumb.
Dumb in the sense like you feel relaxed and stupid.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, I see. It's interesting because almost all of you, it's like confident, strong.
Yeah.
I think it's because you know when you know what to do, it make you feel like confident.
Yeah.
Because you know your goals and you know how to get closer to your goals. So it's like you can get there, and it's not like sometimes schoolwork is like I have to do that, but I'm not even sure how to get there. But in the sports, I know if I want to get better, I have to train this so I can get there.
Yeah.
And maybe after competition, I know that this went bad. I need to train this part more, and I get to do better. So it's like straight. It's not straight when how to get there, but it's clear to me what to do. So it's making me confident because I know how to.
And powerful and confident. That's why, because when you do something and you enjoy it and you can do it right, and somebody says, "Oh, you did it well," and I was okay, I'm good. Yeah, thank you.
People like tell you that you did good. And
exactly.
Normal people, I think Finnish culture maybe, they don't tell like positive things about each other so easily. So like normally if you did like work, you did something wrong, everyone tells that this is you don't supposed to do this like this. But sports, I think people are more supportive and tell that good you did good or something like that. Maybe it's from the Finnish culture.
I don't know, but it's true. I feel really encouraged, at least in our club. I think there's a nice atmosphere. But Aada mentioned studies, and I know you have very busy schedule, all of you. So that's why I wanted to ask you, how do you combine studies, work, and other activities like having a social life with your intensive...
First one, social life. No.
Okay, this answer part of the question. Thank you for this podcast.
But we see friends at school, work, training, and not much elsewhere. It's like sometimes, but it's not like very often, at least for me.
No.
Yeah, because for instance, in your case, I really think that you are 6 days out of 7 in the club, or 7. Like really, it happens because not only are they training, but they're also teaching there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I have paper calendar, not phone, because I have to look at the days, and there is color like work is pink and study is blue or something, I don't remember, and then every training and every free time is green, so I have to look at, okay, today is green, pink, and next day is green and blue or
Oh
something.
my God.
That's good.
Yeah, and I have a pretty same.
Yeah.
I plan a lot because
Yeah.
you have to plan if you want to train and do
Yeah.
everything and schoolwork and everything. I draw also paper calendar. I draw little boxes. Also,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
all calendars look pretty much alike because
Yeah, the
we
same.
train training, so it's like colored boxes that so that this time and sometimes I just put there rest and like
Rest?
Yeah, they
because
have to
I
put in
forgot,
calendar.
I forgot
Yeah.
to do it when I just looking at there I have time I can put this schoolwork there and then I like I haven't rested in I don't know when.
Yeah.
And so I put like a rest and I cannot if I have box there I cannot take any more there. It's like
crazy.
Yeah.
cooked already so it's done. I cannot do anything else at the time.
You really force yourself to have this hour is only resting.
Yeah, and I can do
and
like
then I
what
have to
want
put
do.
and then I have to put my calendar and you have to do this essay. Mika,
Yeah.
it is essay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
essay, and to this time, this is deadline. So then I think, okay, I have to put this box over here that I can do it before that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have the to-do boxes there, deadline here and deadline
Yeah.
here. So I have to do it before it, and I need to do some little more boxes and or like exams on everything.
Yeah,
It's like little
yeah.
box.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in your case,
Yeah, I think I have same calendar. I have a calendar.
also a
A
written
paper
one.
calendar or
Oh no, a proper one. I need to be able to
yeah,
write.
it's,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it's more better than phone
Yeah.
because I didn't realize how much
Yeah.
there is things to do when
For
it's in
me,
phone.
For me, I need to look at. I need
Yeah,
visual
yeah,
stuff
exactly.
is what
Oh my God.
matters. So I need to. It needs to be a pretty looking calendar.
Okay, okay, you're artist.
Yeah, that's why my work is pink because it's cute colors. Yeah, do you
So-
have a coach in your training?
Do I have a
Coach.
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So you have to.
Yeah, I need to constantly keep
Yeah.
updating and seeing how
Yeah.
it goes. So I like my training week is 4 days a week.
Yeah.
And in that, the rest of the days are off. Or I can do like light work on
Yeah,
those days if
yeah.
I wish to. But main training days are 4 days. So all of the load and the effort is kind of panned out in those 4 days.
Yeah.
So with those, I can't miss any one of those 4 days.
Yeah.
So
And how many hours is it one training?
one training session, usually it takes me about 2 hours.
Oh my God, so
Ish,
it's already
like starting from the like if I start from the not the time that I entered the gym, but from the time I actually start my session. So
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the warm-ups and stuff, it usually takes me about an hour and a half to 2.
Okay.
So that's 4 times a week.
Do you do like the powerlifting, the 3 moves and some like supporting moves or in the training or how? What is your training?
So usually it's so as I said, the focus is obviously on squat, bench, and
Yeah,
deadlifts,
yeah.
but those are not the only 3 movements you do, and
Yeah.
those are like you don't do all 3 of them on the same day. Again, it depends on, I guess, the block of training that you're
Yeah.
in. So like, for example, let's take 5 weeks as one block. So each 5 weeks will focus on different things. So like one might focus on more hypertrophy kind of thing. The other one will focus on more strength building kind of thing. So depending on that, the week is kind of laid out like you'll have one day where your main movement will be I'll take the example of squats. And then the other movements will be the assisting movements,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
support
Okay.
that. So for example, like all of your lunges and hack squats and
Yeah,
other
yeah.
variations that will eventually lead to your main lift getting stronger. So that, and then the other day would be bench, followed by the same kind of assisting movements, and then deadlifts, assisting movements, and then the last day would be kind of, depending on whichever one is the weaker lift, I guess, you'd kind of try to put more focus on that and balance everything out.
Okay. I had a remark actually because you are studying biomedical imaging, so
Yeah.
it's a bit related to the body.
Yes.
And both of you are studying something related to sport, from what I understood.
No,
Maybe not.
not me so much, but because I'm studying to become an elementary school teacher.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's like I teach kids classes, so for that part it is related, and I would like to do like if I just do my like own courses that I get to be a teacher in all the subjects in from grade 1 to grade 6.
Okay.
And if I do more courses in some subject, I can teach it also in like from 7th grade to 9th grade. And even if I do even more, then I can go to high school and everything like that.
Okay.
But I don't know. Would I take mathematics or PE for the second so I can teach it in also like 7th grade to 9th grade if I want, and I get higher pay if even if I do like elementary school stuff, I get higher pay because I'm more qualified because I have the specialty in me. So it's not very strict. I can choose a lot of different things.
Okay.
I have to it's more like coordination and balance and things like that, and little strength and endurance, all of that. And I can choose how to get there. I can choose what sports and
jiu-jitsu for everyone.
Yeah,
but if I want, I can like 1 class or 2 classes can be from jiu-jitsu, but someone can be like basketball or something.
Okay.
Like that. I can choose how to get there.
I study occupational therapy, and it's not physiotherapy, it's different thing.
What is it?
Yeah, occupational therapy is doing some, if somebody have some disabilities of something, motor skills or coordination or one hand writing or everything, I help with that still. Or if your problem is that you can't organize your day or you can do anything studies, that you can get there, and I help with this. Like
you're a crazy organizer.
Yeah,
already,
I'm organizer.
So.
Yeah, or I can just help like children.
If you don't have this skill, Jonna helps to develop that skill, so you can manage in your life and daily basis and stuff like.
Or if it's old people and they want to stay those skills, I help that keep them.
To practice.
Yeah.
That's super specific.
But
it's super useful.
Yeah, but it's so big
large,
things. Yeah, it's so large that I can do basically what I want.
Okay. I didn't know it existed, but true, it's super useful. Now, I would like to ask you a bit more about the competitive side, or at least pushing yourself, because my question is, what does winning or beating your own record mean to you? So, for instance, if you go to a competition, or if you get a medal, if you get a belt, if you push double of what you're pushing at the beginning, what does it mean to you? Why do you want to reach that level? Maybe Prakhya, do you have something?
I mean, for me, lifting is something it's not just a sport. I also have a lot of emotional connection with it. So I feel it's one of those sports that just makes me feel really, really good about it. It makes me feel good about myself as I do whatever I do. So I think pushing my records, or if let's say I'm getting a new PR, or that just makes me feel like I am capable of doing more, and I'm capable of pushing and achieving more things. So that's kind of how it makes me feel.
What is a PR?
That's a personal record.
Okay.
Sorry.
In my head there is ding 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 error. Okay.
Not any word.
Yes. For you, Aada, what does it mean?
Kind of same thing, because first I started competing first I competed only in hokutoryu, then I switched to the Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I didn't compete in both at the same time, but I like to compete, and it was fun I like to train, and the competition was fun, and especially when I was a kid, I just go there what I do, and coach tell that now you have to go there and now warm up, and I was like okay, and I like it.
You didn't even understand.
Yeah, I didn't even understand. It was just fun, and I like to test myself. And it's not I don't compete to win the medals. I compete because I like the competition and I like to compete. And the same is now in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. First, when I got to first Brazilian, I was I want to compete, I want to test myself, and it went. First time it didn't went very well. I got choked almost right, and I was unconscious after that match because
you got strangled?
Yes, strangled, but after that it went better, and I just like to compete. And same with the belts, I just train, and it's prove that I get better.
I think we have a different vision of this.
Oh,
but
really?
I want Jonna first, and then I will do my own comments.
So first I start in hokutoryu and competing, and I don't know why I first go. My coach says that you want to go, and then okay, and then I went there, and I win like 2 matches my first competing, and then I lose, and I was 4th, and I was thinking, no, I want more, but I don't know. It's not just
there is a bit more competitive.
Ah,
I'm more competitive than Aada, but I
I want to tell that after this, Jonna has almost lost nothing in hokutoru.
No.
1 match, but it doesn't count.
Oh!
You have, Jonna,
No,
so
no,
many,
that
like
was the
juniors. Juniors, you lost.
no,
it.
that,
But it
4,
doesn't-
and then I was 3rd, and then one.
But you lost 1.
Then one,
but
one,
it's
one,
not.
one.
It's not like a Finnish championship. It's only like smaller competition you lost.
But what we
Yeah.
want to know is Jonna lost
Yeah.
at the beginning, but then 1-1-1, and from what I understood, in Finland there is only Jonna in hokotoryu at the end if you want to fight, so it's becoming a bit boring for others. Oh no, there's again
Yeah,
Jonna.
it's a little bit boring competitive with hokotoryu because there isn't.
She's always there.
No, yeah, I'm there, yeah, but there isn't anyone with me, so that's why there is so.
That's why I stopped competing
Yeah,
in hokotoru
yeah.
because
I'm
it
just
gets bored.
waiting.
I always lost to
Yeah,
Jonna, and
yeah.
it was like, oh, again with Jonna, and I lost every time, so I
Yeah.
get bored.
But now I'm fighting in hokutoryu and Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and Brazilian jiu-jitsu is fun, so that's why I want to compete.
There is
Yeah.
challenge again.
Yeah, it's challenging, yeah, to meet, and there is new people.
And there is people.
Yeah, there is people because hokutoryu isn't people, isn't women in
Ah,
fighting, so
how many?
that's why.
How many girls are
there
there?
is-
Because at the Finnish championship and at the world championship, because you did both. In the Finnish one, how many?
Yeah, how many? Maybe
I think
4
Three.
per
Wow,
4
yeah,
per
3,
category.
like a weight class.
Yeah,
even sometimes.
yeah, we
less.
have weight class or jiu-jitsu
Okay.
competitive, and
And in the world one?
there were
It
a
was a
third. Yeah, it was a flop because it was in
Flop.
Italy and everything.
And
But yeah, there was a 3 to my category, but siellä piti olla, mitä se
there's
on?
supposed to be more
Yeah, it's
people.
supposed to
Ah,
be,
okay.
yeah, more, but they didn't arrive, so
It was problems with it was in Italy,
yeah.
and because it's like 2019, and since that was Corona and everything,
Ah,
now
yeah.
the next world champion is this year, and
Yeah.
it's having nothing between the world champions.
Yeah.
So Jonna has been like,
Are you
ruling.
going to
Wow.
this year one?
Maybe if I win the Finnish champion.
Ah, and
Next
then you're
year.
qualified.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was only Finnish people there because no one else get the visa. Is it
Visa.
Visa?
Yes,
Yeah.
to the Italy because there is a lot of immigrants coming from the South Africa and from Africa, and there is problems to get the visa for the
yeah.
competitors from Russia and
Asian, some
yeah,
Arab
and
or-
they didn't get the visa.
Oh,
so
so
it
sad.
was only Finnish people there, and they were like, oh,
Yeah.
the same people that was in the Finnish championship.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
So it was
So
a
like
flop.
round 2, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a flop.
You look like you're okay, it's positive, I want to challenge myself, etc. But me, when I went to competition, I was like, okay, I want to win. At least the first time I was like, I'm testing, but
Yeah.
there was the idea that, okay, I still want to win. And
Yeah, there is
Always you
that.
want to
Yeah.
win,
Okay.
but it's
Yeah.
like it also it's not everything.
Yeah.
I think if only the winning is what you are trying, you cannot get good or
yeah,
you
true.
lose your motivation.
Yeah.
But if it's more than winning, it's
Yeah.
the winning is part of it, but it's not like the everything.
Yeah.
And the day when you compete, it's so tough my mental. So
Yeah.
I just want to that again because I want to be better of my mental. So that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that when you go to competition, you are like, at least in our case, I think we are sweating so much, and for the whole day, we're like,
Yeah.
oh, my belly is killing me.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, I love that I did some competitions when I was alone, and it was quite hard to find the motivation, etc. But the last one that we have done, I went there and I went to a higher level because I just had gotten the belt, so I was like, chill, I will lose, and I really had no hope. And so then I did really well because I think I was super relaxed compared to the other competitors who were like, now I really need to get this.
But that was very weird because that was the day when we competed all, and I was, no, today is competitive day and I'm not like competitive mood.
We just talked together and we was like chatting and what to do next, and it was very weird to me also. Like, I didn't feel like the pressure on everything. It was like just going.
And it was so nice because we were 20 people of the same club, so the atmosphere was really encouraging. Every time there was someone watching you fighting, etc. So it was really different to be in a team. This is something that I enjoyed a lot. I felt more motivated to also, when people are watching you and you know that they are your friends, etc. I don't know if it's the same if you have friends that are training with you. It's so motivating.
Really
you're like, you want to show them, okay, no, I will
but
do
when you
even
lose,
better.
but when you lose, it's like, okay,
no.
it's my fault and everything is like, go Jonna, and then I lose and everything's okay.
Cheering is also nice when you hear people like cheering for you and like
but
go. I don't hear every time because I like on my own bubble. I don't hear everything, but I hear Jonna. I don't hear everybody, but I hear some people, and Jonna is so loud.
Every time it's so funny. You have in the video like super high voice of Aada.
But Aada is more loud than me.
But I hear only most of the time I hear only Jonna cheering for me or like really don't do that.
And then Aada's just thinking the mat. Oh.
Too late.
Already.
I had a question. I don't know if it's going to be relevant in your case, but I was wondering, what is it like to be a woman in your field? Because personally, I always felt that there was a difference because I was a girl. Before, when I was doing boxing, there were always some guys who were like, I don't fight with a girl because it's boring, you are too weak, and they are really bad, or this kind of stuff. Especially guys who are between 15 to 18 who are like super arrogant or this kind of stuff. And sometimes in Jiu-jitsu it happened that I was like, they are making some jokes or they are like, don't complain, or haha, this is a training not for girls, warming up is for girls, haha. And you're like, no, this is just being intelligent. I don't know. So this is the kind of feeling that I got sometimes, a bit like, a bit tiring, but not, it was not, it forced me to show them also. Sometimes I was like, I want to show, okay, even a woman can do it and we can do it even better than you because we will have more techniques since we are lighter or we don't have the same muscles. I will show you that we can develop another strategy. But I don't know how is it for you, maybe, Prakhya, do you understand?
I think in this case, I've again from a competition standpoint, I can't really comment because I haven't competed in this yet. But I think from like just being in the gym, you can definitely sometimes feel like exactly what you mentioned, that like you would be doing your own thing. You are trying to push as hard as you can, right? But then when you compare those same numbers to a man, then it's obviously because biologically there's just differences. So it's going to be, it's going to be more for depending on their body type and everything. So I think that definitely gets to you at some point when somebody makes a comment. And but then, like you said, it's also like you just need to put your head down and keep going. So you're like, you know what, I'm going to do whatever I can do. I'm going to do the best that I can do. And like, you just watch.
You're right. We have our own goals. And it's true that sometimes you compare yourself to someone who doesn't have the same body. So it's impossible to reach the same level. And at the gym, at least in Finland, I feel there is a nice atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I don't recognize it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Or I just, is it a woman or a man? I don't care. I just train with them. Yeah.
This is the proof that Finland is a great system.
Yeah, we both have started so young.
Yeah, I think we are
when
close.
physiology is like I was 10 and Jonna was 9 when we started.
Yeah.
And our like physiology is almost like
Same.
so similar
Yeah.
to each. Like when you're 10 years old, the boys and girls they
Yeah,
are
true.
almost the same. So
Same level, yeah,
and
and
all-
we fight
but-
the same category.
yeah,
like,
also first
yeah.
in the kids both in the same category. So once one coach said that no one can get offended because of this. He said that if men's are stronger, but women do it better. And we didn't know who was supposed to get offended because we are like we're doing it better and more technically, and men's are stronger. Who was supposed to get offended, men or women?
Yeah, it's
We
true.
didn't
It's
know.
a weird sentence.
But it's almost I don't think that about like I'm a woman and it always comes up from someone else, like from the Kamppailuareena someone says something and I was like, oh yeah, again. It's always some new guy, and we have some that was about 15 to 18 years boys who are like have to tell just annoying, and we are like talking about they have a teen spirit and teen face, and after that they grow up most of the times, and then they realize that it doesn't matter are you boy or girl or anything like that, but it's like a teen face that they
Yeah,
are
it
annoying,
looks
and
like,
yeah.
it's like I'm a macho man, and when their tail puberty starts, they're always like,
But it's really cool to me to hear that, especially from the Finnish side. You don't feel it, and you're like, no, I'm.
Yeah.
Or you are
I
minding
think-
your own business,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, this is my objective. I don't care if they compare me to.
Yeah, but I think it's the person thing that
Yeah, maybe.
some
It's
Finnish just
personalities.
takes women takes it like oh man's and everything, but I don't care. Like
I'm the best.
yeah, no.
it truly is like first when we moved from kids classes to adult classes,
Yeah.
we know that some guys were sparring with us because they wanted like a break and have a break. Like they don't have to like completely have a like complete break, but they can spar with us because we are like half of their weight and
Yeah.
13 years old. So it was easy to like we get good training when we trained with them. But now they said no, I cannot take you. And sometimes I'm talking like, you used to take your break with me, and now they're like, no, I need a break before I can take you. And it's like now they are like realize there's more girls and having women's before us in the same in Kamppailuareena, so we aren't the first ones.
Yeah,
So
it's
they
true.
have already have something.
Some previous experience.
Yeah, and they were very good. So the men are like, we have to take them seriously.
Yeah, it's true. We have crazy competitors in this class.
Yeah.
Some people I would not joke with.
Yeah, so it's that why it's also easier for us, and our coaches has always been good.
And supportive. Yeah,
supportive
exactly.
and doesn't compare us like boys or girls, and they was just like, do you want to go to compete to everyone? They didn't they didn't make a difference of it.
Yeah, it's cool because when I wrote this question, I was like, I'm curious, but probably the answer will be no, I don't feel different, etc.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It confirms my idea of the Finnish education. That doesn't matter. But I had a sort of conclusion question because you are training in a specific sport, etc. And I wanted to know, is there a sport that you have never tried but you would like to test?
Okay, so there is many sports that I want to test. I want to test everything, and I'm curious every time. But I know I have mikä on niinku, I think something dance. I know I'm very bad about that, so I embarrass myself if I'm going some class. But pole dancing, I think that's embarrassed me too, but it's nice to test.
Yeah, and pole dancing, since you are super strong, you might be able to do stuff because I feel you need some abs and like.
But there
your
is so much
arms.
coordination, and there is a
Yeah.
pole like.
It's almost like acrobatics.
Yeah.
And
You need to be
it's
so
like
strong.
and control your body so much. It's
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. It looks so hard, and they just smile and like, oh, and I'm like, how they do it? They like that. When I compete, I don't have to think how like my face looks. And
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
Ballet, it looks like it's easy. It's not. I know it. I have friends that go to ballet. It wasn't easy and it was very tough. But when they performed, they was like smiling and they were truly shaking because it's so tough to do it. Stuff. But you have to look like pretty and smile. Same with pole dancing and all the dancing.
So your answer is ballet?
No, it's not ballet because I know I'm also bad at it and I don't want to do it. But I know it's tough and I think some ways tougher because you have to make it look like it's light.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's tough. But
Yeah,
I want
it's true. Just to add, because we all have sports where we make horrible face.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god, if somebody zooms in,
Yeah,
you
like
can't show it would become a meme.
yeah. So I don't have to look pretty when I do it.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
just
true.
have to work.
Yeah.
But I want to test archery, like the sport archery, not like the old-fashioned, but the fancy bow and everything. And I want to try it, and it looks so cool to like shoot. I think it's cool.
Yeah, my answer is quite similar to Jonna because I tried this semester to test new sports and I tried dance yesterday. I was so bad, and it's really hard to coordinate your limbs because we are used in jiu-jitsu to do some movements that are completely different. And now I need to be standing all the time. I'm not used to it. Maybe I should do hip hop when I'm on the floor and it will be easier. But I want to try new skills because it's interesting that you are good at a sport and once you go, for instance, I really suck at football. No one wants to play with me because I'm so bad at football. But it's the kind of sport I like to try also and see, wow, you can be good there and really suck at something else.
Yeah, you have to coordinate everything. Like your one hand do this and one have to be up and then you have to up your leg and everything.
And you have to know where the opponent
Yeah,
is, and
exactly.
sometimes control also their
Movement,
Yeah, and then I'm doing some dance moves where my leg goes here and hand is here, there, and then I suck.
Catastrophe. And for you, Prakhya?
I think I have two in mind that come. One is martial arts. That's something that's been in the back of my head for quite some time. I've spoken about it quite some time, but haven't actually gotten to do it yet. But that is something definitely I wanna try.
You should try jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Beginner starts, class
Now in
starts.
January you can come. January starting.
Welcome.
Yes.
It's easy to do. Come here.
It's fun.
Yeah. And you have already at least one friend and maybe two.
Yes.
You
Maybe two.
But yeah, we have known each other.
Maybe.
Yeah, but we have known ourselves like 1 hour. So
that's true.
You can.
So that's enough. For Finnish standards, it's more than one entire year of conversation.
Yeah, we have talked a lot. So
Yes.
just come there.
Yes. So that is something that I definitely want to try. And
We broke Nobi.
I'll message you after this.
Okay.
And I think the second thing is calisthenics. That's also something that's basically you learn how to manage your body weight in. literally all
Ever
different
seen
ways.
like the one who
Yeah.
it's
like
hang
kind of-
with the pole or what
Yes.
is it?
Yeah,
and
and
then
it's like controlling your body. It's looking
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
When you just hold your hand somewhere and your legs just go somewhere.
Yeah.
and I
So
was
you
like,
basically.
do you
how do
know
you
what is
control it?
body flag?
Yeah, I just had that in mind.
Do you know what it's
Yeah,
calisthenics?
it's
Yes.
Calisthenics.
Calisthenics.
Yes.
I'm learning words.
it's so cool.
So
Yeah.
that is one of the things that I find I'm so fascinated by it.
Yeah.
So
And
I
so
think-
you can do cool visuals because you are also super active on social media. So then you
Have
can do your flag.
You know, have you seen like the videos when someone's hanging on from the bar and like stepping on ladders, but there is no ladders.
Yeah.
They like just
my God.
lift themselves. Like
Yeah.
it looks like they are climbing,
But there is
there's
nothing.
nothing, and they just truly
Yeah.
they are only pulling themselves.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And they move like their legs to make it like almost like moonwalk, but in the
in the air.
Yeah.
I think
It's so cool.
It's kind of like, I mean, don't quote me on this. I could be very wrong about this, but gymnastics is not too far. It's like if you are good at gymnastics or if you're a gymnast, then you can, because over there also you're managing a lot with your body weight into different, like, all sorts of different scenarios. In calisthenics also you kind of do the same thing. So I think if you know, if you're a gymnast, then you can probably transition that into calisthenics as well.
Okay.
But that's something that's really fascinating. I tried teaching myself handstands when there was COVID because all the gyms were closed. So I was like, we're gonna do something. It didn't go too far, but I tried, and it was really fun though. I was quite dedicated towards it until the gyms opened again. And
Did you get to some handstanding class and internet?
I followed some stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
I found.
I have done the same thing.
And then I look at the YouTube yoga things and try to yoga, but this is so
my God.
so slow. So I
Yeah,
can't
it was
do
too
that.
slow to me also. I get bored of that also. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy the coincidence that you are all writing your calendars by hand and thinking about handstand during COVID. I'm not doing this kind of thing.
Because I mean, if you take away all the equipment, you take away everything, and you just have your room. There's the amount of creativity that went into keeping yourself active during COVID it's on another level.
if I would go crazy if I can do nothing.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
I have to do something, and during COVID my calendar was almost empty.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything was on the internet, and all the schoolwork is on the internet, and I had like nothing to do. I didn't leave my house for days, and I was like, what to do? So I just started to look at things that I can do home and in my room, and handstanding in your room isn't the best idea. It's not.
Oh my god, the amount of times I fell.
It isn't. You need some space.
But I will stop you with the handstand now. And thank you for coming today. I'm really happy because I feel like there was a really good mood and connection.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.